What's up guys, Ccustom Airsoft here, and this video is going to go over my custom made frame. Very awesome and deadly looking. Went for a flat black finish. It's less shiny than the one that comes with it. I prefer it very much. Anyway, this is the stock Tokyo Marui MEU frame with the stock grips. This also used to be the stock MEU frame, but I've done a substantial amount of work to it. That's how it looks with the slide, by the way. The slide doesn't have any internals, neither does, well, just a blowback housing unit and a barrel. No inner barrel, no recoil spring, no guide rail. I mean, I have all the stuff right there, but I just, I'm going to put a metal slide on this gun, so I'm just waiting for that. Anyway, here's how the frame itself looks. Very, very sweet. Extended. Yeah, as you there you go. That's good. That'll show you how it looks inside. So, if you remember where that seam is, right about there, you can see that it matches up with that. See the lump right there? That's the lump you're seeing in the other one. Lump, lump. So the whole part past that lump was added on, and that's why it's a different color. It's actually green from a Night Warrior one. Came from this one. As you can see, this has been pretty destroyed, and that's because all the pieces that are missing are in there. Yeah. So, if you take a look at this, match it up with this one, you can see how much is really missing. The whole bottom part here was taken off, sanded, and modified to fit perfectly right at the end there. It's attached to the flat bottom. See how that bottom's flat? It's attached to the flat bottom to give it a curved look that lines up right with the end of the mag. I think it looks really good because the angles match up nicely and all that. It also aids in reloading. It's much easier to reload because I flared the inside in there and gave a little bumper back here so you can put your mag forward and then up, and it'll send it up there in the right way for you. Anyway, so I cut off the end of this with a saw, basically right there. Just sliced it, and I pinned it, I glued it, I plastic cemented it, and then I sanded it for a very long time to where you can't even tell there's a line there. So as you can see, there's no seam, nothing like that, and that's just because of how much time I spent sanding it. Went from high grit, or started off with the very coarse, went to the very fine sandpaper, then went to steel wool, and then I went to a plastic brush. Let me try to find that for you. This right here. Plastic brush, just to get it dead even. And then after that, I painted it, removed the paint, painted it, removed the paint, painted it, removed the paint. That filled up any holes pretty much. Or, I mean, any little divots, anything like that, to make it perfectly smooth. Then I did, to get that piece right there, this extension, I took this part right here off of the frame. I used a saw for this, a very small saw, and I'll kind of show you here. Do you see this triangle right there? And then I cut it off right here along this line, right along the crease in the gun, right there. And then I also cut right about there. And that gives you that curved look that you see here. You can kind of see where it was once that. Yeah, and that took a very, 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 very long time with sandpaper and stuff to make the curve match up exactly with the existing trigger guard, as well as attaching it and making it strong enough to withstand any amount of pressure your hand puts on it. So that's on there pretty well. It looks awesome, I think, personally. Extra divot for your other finger. Let me try to show you how it looks when you're holding it. Hard to do all this while holding a camera. So, first grip it, finger here, there you go. Very ergonomic. As you can see, this lines up perfectly with my fingers. That's why this is my grip, or my frame. It's very, very nice for me. It's perfect for me, actually. And what I'm going to do real quick is take off my grips. They're not screwed in, of course. I just have them on there to compare with the stock one to show you. go. And there we go. So here, without the grips, I'm going to take them off the stock one also. There we go. Okay. So, here you go. As you can see, they are exactly the same. Now, this one, see how it is checkered? That's how it comes from stock from Array. Very checkered, and my camera's having a hard time picking up on it. Hang on 1 second. There, oh, had it. There you go. See all the checkers? They're actually very defined. They stick out pretty good. They feel okay. Not a big fan of the whole grippy thing on the ends of your fingers. I'd rather squeeze a little bit harder, and I don't know. I mean, the gun's not going to go flying. This is Airsoft, so I might as well make it comfortable. So what I did on mine is I removed them. I made it perfectly smooth, a little bit dusty, but perfectly smooth, and now your hand goes right there. It feels way better. Also raised this curve up a good bit, just so that my fingers sit in there nicer. And yeah, so then I curved that more, so that way this could come down a little bit sharper. So it had a nicer curve there. I brought it back up and then curved that. So there's that. Also for these aren't done yet. That's why they look kind of rough still. I'm just testing out a certain paint on them to see if it is the one I want. I do believe I will end up using this paint. It gives it a textured look and feel, and it's actually a nice texture, so I do like that. I also did a lot of work to this grip safety to make it flush. See the way it sits just flush with the frame, as well as this. I took off the lines on this except for 2. I left 2 lines. My camera does not pick them up properly, but when you look at them, there's 2 of the exact same lines, and it looks pretty sweet. So yeah. Here's an example of stock grip safety. See the way it sticks out? Not a big fan of that look, so I made it flat. Alright, and then to attach this part, it's a pretty neat little piece, I'd say. I've never seen one of these before. I just really like the way it turned out. So what I did was, if you look at this frame, which this is the one that donated all of its parts to this one, if I line it up with the other frame, you can see how it's missing the bottom. That's because I took a saw to the bottom and sliced it off. So this whole part right here came off with it. Then what I did was I attached it to that, and I curved it at an angle, went there, and then took that angle up right there. What that did was it made it sit just flush with the mag. See the way the angles line up? Sorry, the mag is a little scratched up. Doesn't matter. I just use this mag for pictures and stuff. So yeah, as you can see, it lines up nicely. That's how it would sit. Very cool looking. Here's just with a grip. There you go. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, now here's the big thing that I'm getting at with this video. Well, basically, a lot of people have really liked this build. I know, personally, I think it is excellent. I love the feel of it, I love the look of it, I love the practicality of it. I mean, honestly, it's more usable. This helps a lot. And so what I'm thinking about doing is making an all-silver one. So yeah, if anybody is interested maybe in having me do an all-silver one, let me know and I'll gauge interest. If a silver one is wanted, I'll end up using the parts from this frame, attaching them to this frame, and spraying the whole thing silver. So yeah, the silver spray paint is ridiculous. It does not come off. I sprayed that one with silver at one point, and I removed all of the paint, and it took forever. So even sandpaper wouldn't make it come off. So this silver paint, I guess I lucked out. It is ridiculously good. I mean, dig my nails into it. Really, it's just perfect. So yeah. Anyway, if anyone is interested in that, let me know. Yeah, it just looks. I do like the sword paint. This is just a idea I wanted to try out because I didn't like that texture, so I wanted to try stippled texture, and I was just messing around here, but yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if I like it or not. A lot of people do. I just don't like the grip there. I was seeing if my iron would remove paint, by the way, so it does. That way I can just test it. That way if I ever need to remove parts from a small spot, like if I need to remove the paint out in there, I just lightly touch my iron on it and get rid of it. So anyway, yeah, if anyone is looking for me to build one of these for them, like I said, I'm willing to give it a go. Custom gun over here, that's for sale if anyone's interested. Got a lot of parts, different stuff I can make. So yeah, hit me up, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And keep the comments coming.